Hello again, people. Yeah. Podcast. I'm being told not to mention podcast anymore. So, people. Yeah. I'm sounding like I'm sleeping, but I'm not, because I'm so excited to even be here, have this conversation with Nana and I, and make sure. I'm gonna stop saying but I'm gonna say for one more time. Make sure that we all, Can I just give my intro, please? All right. I'm going to start all over again. All over again. Yeah, people. Yeah, people. Wahaala in the building. And today's Wahaala in the building is us coming truly saying, we getting better. We understanding what this is. All African style. Coming to you, live and direct. Wherever you listen to this might not be live. Well, for us right now, we are doing it live. But wherever you listen to this, it might not be live. Welcome. For all you listeners, welcome. Which is the old listeners. Thank you very much for staying tuned, listening to us. I'm sure you're leaving comments wherever you are. Sometimes you agree, sometimes you disagree. Sometimes you're just saying, what are those guys saying? It doesn't matter. The only thing we don't like is no comment. Every comment is very valuable. Put your comment. Whatever it is you're saying, we'll pay attention. Some attention will not pay that much, because if you start telling us we are talking rubbish, we will not listen to you. We'll never stop. This is what we do. Okay. But if you say you like what we are saying and you can make it better this way, we'll listen. We'll definitely come up with something. And also, on today's topic, I'm gonna let Nana explain it. But this is something that I'm thinking should be something that we all can enjoy. You've already heard his name. He destroyed my intro at the very first beginning. But he kind of kept quiet for me to do this intro. So yeah, yours truly, no Mr. Nobody, and yeah, yeah, what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, you know what it is. You know what I'm talking about. That's Nana Kwame.
Hi, people.
Yeah, Nana, what we have today, man. Yeah, man. If you listen to one of our podcasts that we did earlier a while back, you understand what? Yeah, man. You don't understand what that means.
Well, if you don't understand that, go ask your friend to ask your friend to ask your friend.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, man, means
telling over.
Look,
we are telling each other. Yeah, what we doing today?
Well, one thing I was thinking about, right?
Yeah.
Especially for us African kids that actually came from Africa to here.
Okay, not the one that would grow up here.
No, not the ones that were not the ones that were born here, but the ones that came and grew up here. So I'm talking from 10. So you're a bit aware. Like you lived in Africa long enough to be aware of stuff.
Yeah.
But then you didn't come too old. So you came between 10 and let's say 16.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's not like you came in at 20 or something like that. So you came in in your formative years, so between 10 and 16.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, when did it become cool to be African?
We are Africans. Louder. When did it become cool? This is like we're taking a story down. We're taking...
We got memory lane now. We're talking memory lane.
Memory lane.
Seriously,
When did it become cool to be African?
Because some African kids might not get it. Like especially those ones that are born here or those ones that came. Some might not get it.
Well, if they don't get it, they can.
But if you're in your late 20s or maybe mid 20s or whatever,
if you don't get it, as you are supposed to get it. If you don't get it, like you said, talk to a friend or talk to a friend. They'll explain it to you.
Because once upon a time, it was not cool to be African.
Honestly, to answer that, I think when Afrobeat started becoming popular, it became cool for us to claim where we're from and rep it in a very good way. That's what I think. I think Afrobeat contributed a lot to us owning what we should have owned from the very beginning.
So okay, let's take a step back, right? Why was it difficult to claim being African?
Good to say. There was nothing good to affiliate ourselves to. There was nothing. What? The country? What about the country? We didn't like it. That's why we leave. Oh,
no, but we were kids and it wasn't common. Like you're a 10-year-old, you're 15. You didn't know that.
Yeah, but our parents took us out.
I understand.
So we didn't like it. That's why we left. So if it was good, our parents wouldn't have done that. First thing. Second thing. You want to talk about it? The economy.
Yeah, but if you met your friends, why would you? Okay, I'll talk about me. Right. When I first came to this country, And since I didn't even know like it wasn't cool to be African, to be honest. I didn't know that.
But you caught on quickly, right?
Of course.
You catch on, it was like wildfire. It caught you.
Because I remember.
Because you were going to say, I'm from Ghana. No.
No. I used to, the funny thing, I used to tell people that. Like, I'm from Ghana. And, you come in, your accent is thick as hell.
Oh, no.
You go your proper African accent.
And they will laugh at you. They will laugh.
Let me tell you something funny, right?
They say things like fresh off the boat.
I didn't even know they were laughing at me. And these were black kids. These were not even white kids. I remember when the movie, what was it called? Barbershop came out. And then this African guy in the barbershop that used to sweep there. I don't know if you've ever seen
Black
Barbershop.
Jackson, No. That Africa always trying to get Eve.
Yeah, yes.
That
was a sweeper there. And when people come in, he always used to go, welcome to the Barbershop.
Barbershop is a good movie. It was made by Ice Cube.
Yeah. It's got Eve and it's got Michael Ealy. Is that his name? Yeah. The guy with the green eyes or whatever his name.
The guy that every woman has died.
I think has it got Cameron in there?
Yeah, that's Cameron in there. Cameron was boyfriend.
Oh, okay. And then it's got...
See how good I know the movie.
And it's got, what was it called? The guy from SNL. Keenan or whatever his name is. But he was the one I was always trying to sell them stuff anyway. Like he used to come to the shop and I was trying to put.
And he had the guy that did the movie Save the Last Dance.
Oh god, talking about
the black guy that's always there.
Oh yeah, the one that was he used to come there to cut his hair and I was trying to always be It
was always trying to be like the guy that always trying to be educative. The Harvard one, the one I went to. The one I was educated. Yeah, but I sidetracked. Continue. What were you trying to say about that?
Anyway, this movie drops, right?
Yeah.
And then these idiots, I was going to use a nice word, but no, they were idiots. Yeah. These were not white people. If you were white people, I would say they're racist.
See?
But these were black people.
These were your own people.
Black people. Well. No, they weren't Ghanaians, but I think they were Caribbeans or whatever. But they were born here, like born and bred here. And these people used to always go, and I just say welcome to the barbershop. And I just thought, hey, they just wanted to, I don't know, like they just be nice.
You sound like the African guy.
No, they thought I sounded like him. So you go, welcome to the barbershop. And then they'll start laughing their bum off. These people,
welcome to the barbershop.
And they'll bring other people like, say it again. And you being an idiot.
So you must have thought you were just a comedian.
No, I didn't even think I just, I didn't get it, but you just thought, whatever. Whatever,
Like it's just welcome to the barbershop.
Yeah.
I'll say it.
Whatever. Yeah, that kind of thing.
It doesn't cost anything.
Yeah,
not knowing you are the joker of the town.
My guy. Welcome to the barbershop.
Some people even use you to get dates. I know that guy. You haven't seen the barbershop. The guy is from here. Like, come on here. Okay, now that's it. Welcome to the barbershop.
Welcome to the barbershop.
Okay, you want to go on a date? I'm showing you the guy. You want to go on a date?
And so it happens a couple of, and then you start clocking it. Whoa. People making you say specific words. People letting you do specific things. Yeah. And then you start realizing that, these people are taking the mick, But, luckily, at that time, there was a certain man called Beanie Man. There was Elephant Man. And then Shonda Paul dropped. All of a sudden, it was easy to be like, I'm Jamaican, man. So I started claiming Jamaica.
Music.
When I go certain places, like, where you from? I'm from the Caribbean. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it became easy. They couldn't question it.
Hey, I had the skin tone. Yeah. I didn't have the accent to do it, but I was just like, we're from, And then I was like, we came from Guyana, and then, we lived a bit.
So you started cooking up stories.
My guy, I was cooking.
When you should have been claiming your motherland. When you started cooking up stories just to fit in.
I was cooking it. I cooked. And the point is, but you see, again, it's not like anybody told me to do so.
You just did it because
it just felt
You fit in that way.
Yeah, not even because I didn't. Funny enough, it wasn't even about fitting in with. Just somehow, in my own messed up mind at that time, it just felt like, well, somehow it made me. I thought in my mind it made me cooler.
Let's go a bit deeper. Okay, this is how you felt when you crossed over the border. Your own personal experience.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure a lot of people. Because welcome to the Barbershop. We all sound like that when we first come.
Lord of mercy.
We all, because our environment, that's all we knew.
Yeah, no, because...
Do you think it's the same thing? If you move from Kumasi from Kumasi to Accra?
Well, a similar thing, because, look, again, I don't know about other places, right? But because, again, I'm from Kumasi and you meet Accra people. And we have issues, or they claim we have issues with the R and the L's. So instead of saying brother, we say bladder.
It's exactly the same thing. So, no, come. Say brother. Bladder. Everyone laughs.
No, but the point, they didn't do that because I knew that. That makes sense. If somebody asked me to, I would know what they were trying to do. Or at least I was clocked on.
If you have seen a barbershop, you would have been clocked on.
No, but I watched that's what I'm saying. That's how I knew where the guy was from.
At that time?
Yes.
But
I
you
went to the
catch on
cinema.
to the joke that they were doing.
When I first came to this country, my best friend, and still one of my good friends at the moment, right? He's called Amit. He's come from Cyprus. We went to the cinema to watch this thing. I hung out with this guy, all the time. I'd seen the movie. I didn't. You're new to a place. You think people are trying to be friendly.
Yeah.
And I didn't think there was any malice behind. As a matter of fact, it took me actually leaving the place, and later on when I thought about it. So at in that moment,
that's what these people are trying to do.
Yeah, at that moment, I never clocked it.
Like, I wish I knew.
That's what I'm saying.
And they would have got it.
And that's what I'm trying to say, that if there had been, white people, for instance, and I'd clocked on later, I would have been like, oh, these people are racist or something like that. Or that would have been my inclination.
So the good thing was that because we're not white people, you couldn't have said that.
No. It just showed that kids are being kids and they're just being mean for just being mean. So because you speak differently or you sounded differently from them, and the kids are just being silly.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. But then they forget, and that's the other thing anyway. They forget, most people don't appreciate how difficult
the kids.
It is for, no, I'm not even talking about kids. I'm talking about being African parents. How difficult it is to live your life that you had and what you knew back home, to move to a new place, to try and make new friends in a new culture, in a very new environment. Because for me, again, just personal experience, for a whole year I was very miserable. When I first moved to London, I was miserable.
Because you had no friends.
I wanted to go back home. I was like, why? Why did I have to come? Why?
And your parents are there saying, thank God we took him out.
But I never, no, but you see, African kids and respect. I can never have that conversation with my parents. Like, how do you go have that conversation?
No, you're ungrateful.
That's the
first thing that'll come out of their mouth. We've taken you out of a place to have a better life. You're telling me you want to go back. You ungrateful child. Do you know how much it cost us? Do you know how much time and energy we had to spend? I had to not work for 6 months. No, I'm being ridiculous. But at least I had to not work for at least a week to come and get you and then come back. And then you want to go back. Yeah, I'm not serious.
No, but that's what I know.
That's the conversation.
But the point, I didn't.
That's how the conversation was gonna go. If you decide to sit down and say, Mom, I understand what you've done, but I want to go back. I miss my friends.
I missed my life.
Exactly. I miss that. That's even more better.
I did.
As an African child, you can never talk to your mom and dad that way.
Look, you know your neighborhoods, you know your friends, you knew what time it is. You knew what's up.
Do you think a lot of us actually, because if you look at it, I had somewhat of a similar experience, but I was glued on. I don't know how. I was glued on. I was just like, yeah, whatever. I know these people are gonna bully me in trying to take an advantage, but before they do that, we're just gonna do it all together. So it was like I fit in, but I felt the same way as well, which is like I miss home.
Oh, it took me over a year to get over that thing.
I miss home. Do you think a lot of us have that? A lot of people, like, not just because, like, we're talking about young
I think
Africans, like young kids coming out of Africa. What about almost anybody that's
the older people don't, and even if they do, they suppress it well good because the point is, I think they come
to hustle.
Yeah, they come with a different mentality. So I think they don't even have time to
even sit down.
To understand that it's just wow. If you're a kid.
Do you think as Africans we think about depression?
Well, that'll have to be for another podcast.
No,
because I have a whole.
Because what you're talking about, right?
Because
look at what you just said. They didn't even have time to sit down and wonder if they actually miss home.
Yeah.
So some of them will probably be depressed, but they'll
but that's what I was gonna say.
They'll say something else.
No, not even that. It's not in our vocabulary. Depression is not in our vocabulary. You know. So therefore, and that's why a lot of people, like for instance, suicide rates among males in Africa is quite high. You know, and most people don't understand why, because nobody, again, who's a man gonna go talk to? You know what I'm saying? Who's a man gonna be vulnerable to? And that's why I said that requires a different kind of conversation, and that requires us to.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, but we're talking about kids. Yeah, we're kids, and we came to this country.
We're talking about the fact that as Africans, right?
Yep.
Like when it became cool to say we African.
I know, but again, I said we.
Because now, like you mentioned earlier, so you were claiming Jamaican.
Yeah. Oh, I did claim Jamaica for a while
because
the Jamaicans were cool.
Beanie Man came out.
But it wasn't just. It was Beanie Man, Elephant Man. Because I remember that. Remember those situations. Like
Beanie Man, Elephant Man. I never all that before. I never seen it done like this. Hey, give it to them. Hey, give it to them. I know the song. That was cool back then.
Okay.
I want that to even. I just couldn't do the part. Like I couldn't speak like Jamaican.
Burn the river.
Yeah. Row the boat. Yeah. I just could not speak like.
Oh yeah, of course. It doesn't matter. The point is, all you have to do is yeah, man. That's it. And you keep quiet.
Wagwan became cool.
Yeah. Wagwan is too cool.
Wagwan, brother.
It's too cool. And that's what I'm saying. And then when Shatta Paul dropped, that's it.
Ah, Shatta Paul. Better shake that. Better shake that. Better shake that.
Dude, that's it.
Oh, nigga,
wait, Jamaicans were made.
Oh no, that was
we're made.
That. And then he did that song with Beyonce.
Baby girl, that's not even the first time, you know. When he did it with Blue Control.
Ah, yeah.
Breed. Oh, Jesus.
So it was cool back then. But they were bumping this in Africa as well, you know, like places like Nigeria.
Yeah, no, you could have bumped it. But the point, you know.
It's like when Creed David came out.
Oh, yeah, no, it wasn't Quick David. No, Quick David, no, he was, look.
That album.
Even if we're in a cave.
That album, everywhere.
If we're in a cave.
Creed David must have sold more in Africa than he did everywhere else in the world.
Well, but
it's just that there's no record of it.
Not even that. Was it an official record?
That's what I'm saying. There was no record of it.
No, what I mean is, was it?
They were dubbing it. That's what, you know what they call it, dub. They were dubbing it. They took the CD and then copied it. And then I'm sure people made money off Creed David, even he didn't know it. He didn't know they were making money off him.
Remember Kevin Little?
But only one song. The guy died after one song. He tried to do 3 songs.
Look, the point I'm trying to make is it became cool to be Jamaican at that time. But then fast forward. We've always had music, right? No, yeah, Africans
always had, like, Africans always had music, like, but we never.
But it was never cool.
Afrobeat.
No, it was never cool. Yeah.
But then here comes this. Who broke it? Two-Face.
I don't think so.
African Queen.
I don't think African Queen was big.
African Queen was big.
Star Plus.
Ooh.
Oh, feed me up, my pardon.
Oh, you're taking me back. Oh, you are taking me back. Where are these guys?
The only thing about Star Plus was Star Plus they translated Africa, like around the African culture people, but it wasn't like something that white people were messing with.
Because of the language, Olufumi,
but that was a big song.
I still know it.
My guy, you know the bit that kills me. I pause my heart. If you tell any girl that,
you know what?
Jesus.
To be honest with you, when they came out, it was like Boss the Men of Africa.
They were
literally.
They were. I mean, look, those were lyrics.
We need to find out where they are.
My guy, if you take their lyrics here,
but they don't do music like that anymore.
Of course, like that they don't write their own music. If you corner some girl and you go, look, babes, I pause my heart for you. You are the only one. That can come and press play.
Due to copyright issues, we can't play the songs. We'll do on the radio. 11-1. Catch us on the radio. We can play these songs. We'll play it on the radio. Every Saturday 11-1 on our 24 radio. Catch us. We'll play the Olufumi. You're right. But the difference there was when Star Plus came out. We still didn't. No, but
we
still did not.
But the point
it was building.
No, but you see, like again, if I look at my own.
Oh, you're taking me back.
If I look at my own personal interaction, what it did was you started seeing who the African was.
Yeah, Africans started identifying themselves.
That's what I'm saying. So we weren't identifying ourselves, right? Like you might not meet somebody and go, "Yeah, I'm African."
Yeah.
But the moment you hear that time MP3s were around.
Oh yeah, with the Walkman.
No, the Walkman though. I'm talking about the one that the USB.
That was the time where the CD was still around.
Yeah, I know, but but you won't see many people. But the USB, when the USB one came out, that USB one had 128 that you could put your small MP3 songs on.
Yeah.
When those one, and so when you listen to someone and then they play certain songs, and my guy,
that's
African.
when Africans started grouping together.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
like sharing the headphones so you can listen.
That's what I'm saying. And then so we start identifying. So we say, oh yeah, you're African. So not even the people that were born here were not too ashamed to show that they're Africans.
Left out.
No, but
and
a couple of them
joining in.
That's what I'm saying. It's a couple of them that knew
then
what's up.
Become a bit. But then African Queen drop. Oh, that was it.
When that Two-Face Adibia.
Oh, that was it.
With that girl with the bald head.
African. Oh.
I still remember the video.
The girl over. Jamaicans started claiming Africans.
No, of course.
You see how these things? You were claiming Jamaica when you were African. Jamaicans started claiming. People think Two-Face was Jamaican. That's how bad it was. And then we started having arguments over it. No, it's not Jamaican. No, it's Nigerian, fully grown Nigerian.
I remember when people used to think Diddy was Somalian.
Yeah, but Diddy look Somalian. The guys keep changing the name. P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Diddy. Like, what? Stop. That's a Somalian move.
Yeah, but when African Queen dropped, when Two-Face dropped that, and I saw that girl, and one thing I loved about the video,
it kept it raw.
The girl had a bald head or like that low cut thing.
African to the core. It kept it raw. Two-Face was like.
Even the lyrics of the song.
Two-Face was like, I am bringing Africa to the world. With the video, although he was wearing baggy stuff, but we didn't really watch him. We were too mesmerized with what he was saying. With the song.
All I'm saying is, when you listen to the lyrics of that song.
That's true though, but not only was he cool to become African outside Africa. No, it was cool to become Africa in Africa. Like it was cool to become African in Africa.
Okay,
we had a common language.
I know, but see, on a more serious note though, how many panties have been dropped to African Queen?
We can't kiss and tell. We cannot
how
kiss
many
and tell.
African girls have lost their virginity abroad to African Queen?
Not just African girls. How many African guys have done damage to other women of other countries to that song? Two-Face is my brother. You understand what I'm saying? Two-Face is my brother.
Like a boat on the Nile.
Oh boy.
My guy.
It started becoming cool to be an African.
It started.
And then P Square came.
Ja.
With Square style, they were doing Usher. We didn't pay them any attention.
Okay, they still do.
Until they do me, I do you. Oh, that was
Gonna
it.
go vex.
That was it. That was it.
But you know the funny thing? That was not even the first, song I heard from them.
Busybody, eh?
No.
Oh, not that one. Which one did you hear?
All because of Ifunanya,
Oh, yeah.
Ifunanya.
But Busybody was...
No.
I don't know, actually. I really can't.
The point is,
I can't.
no, I heard Peace Corps was around. Like, you hear little songs. But
Peace Corps was around.
I was still a Styles P thing. I was still doing the Two-Face thing, right? But, like people say, Peace Corps, you hear a couple of songs, but I wasn't really paying attention to them at that time.
But at that time, you were now claiming Africa, right?
Oh no. That time I was...
Don't lie, you were claiming Nigeria.
No. At that time I was claiming... Because you want to know why? I started to claim... Because in 2006...
Yeah.
Right. So, African Cup of Nations.
Yeah.
And then, the college I went to, Lambeth College. There was some guy there, some bald man, who used to be like a student, whatever he was anyway.
Student advisor.
Yeah. And, we started watching African Cup of Nations there. Now I got to rep my people. And the thing is, actually, college was one of the things that actually made me settle in this country.
But let me tell you something.
Because I started meeting most Africans there.
Yeah, okay, granted. But we don't claim Africans back then. But when it comes to football, we all remember where we're from.
Of course.
Always. When it came to football, that's when we start talking about players. Mm-hmm. Talking about he's from Nigeria, he's from Ghana.
Of course.
He's from Egypt, he's from this, he's from that. It used to be Cameroon, Nigeria, Ghana,
Cote d'Ivoire.
There's another country. Is it Cote d'Ivoire? I think
Yeah, that's
so.
Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast.
But Ivory Coast is Cote d'Ivoire anyway. So the same thing.
You just threw me off for that. Ivory Coast, forget Cote d'Ivoire. No one knows about Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah, that's the French one,
Ivory
isn't it?
Coast. If you talk about any African country, it's Egypt, Cameroon, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, and Ghana.
But they used to be, the Tunisians used to be very good as well.
They were there, but they were hanging. They were just always hanging. Yeah, I'm telling you, what Cameroon? No, I might forget. Let me list it the way everyone would naturally list it. Nigeria, Ghana.
But because you come from Nigeria, let's do it the way again.
No, it's not because I come from Nigeria. It's because that's what it is. Nigeria, Ghana. Mm-hmm. Okay, I want to say Cameroon.
Yeah, come on, because they had Eto. They've always had, they've always had the...
And then I want to say Ivory Coast because of Drogba and all that.
Mm. No, but those sides, Drogba was not even nowhere anyway.
Yeah, but like...
Those days, because, look, if you wanted to talk about teams that were like, strong those days, Cote d'Ivoire was not even there anyway. Cote d'Ivoire just came like, recent.
No, Ivory Coast.
What do we want to call
Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast.
Because...
Stop trying to make it look like it's a different country. It's Ivory Coast. When they even write it, who's playing?
Because at those times, Cameroon had people like in Boma and those kind of players around. But anyway, look, the point is, like, we came to the football and then I had to. But the point is, college. When I went to college, right? College, because I started meeting Africans, and not just Africans that were born here. Africans that came from they've actually grown back home and they've actually moved there, like myself. Yeah. So you start bonding with people and you start not being ashamed of who you are, because you met people that understood what it meant to actually be an African. Because the thing is, it's all well and good just having the skin and just having an African name and those kind of stuff, but when you actually meet people who actually understand what the struggle was and what it meant to actually be a kid that was just trying to find your fate in a foreign land, it gives you some level of peace.
So you think like, okay, because what we talk about is really somewhat serious. I won't say it's really serious. It's somewhat serious. So it's 2018. Mm-hmm. If you were to advise a young kid, like a young kid just, I
don't know what
what they did to you.
I don't know whether to advise the young kid. They're advising the family.
Okay. If
I was to advise the family, I would just be like, you gotta pay attention to what you're doing to the child. Like most of them... But
they want to bring the child here. What do you
mean? No.
You're doing good for the child.
Not necessarily.
I'm off with that. Like, you've You've lost me.
No, let me put it this way, right? Exposure, okay, messes your head. So, for instance, if you've never known, like if you've never watched porn, right? For instance, you've never watched porn, and you've never heard
One
of...
day you happen to buy a laptop. No, sorry, because you're at 16, 17. No.
Not even that.
To have your brother's laptop.
Yeah, and no. What I'm trying to say is, like, if you've never really watched porn, you don't know what, okay, since we still want to keep it clean and we don't want to make it explicit, I'm not going to use it. You never know what, putting it in between the titty is, right?
I don't even know what that is.
If, you place your cucumber in between the two melons.
You want the cucumber? That's
so if you place your cucumber in between the two melons, right? It's a whole different ball game. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different ball game.
For a lot of people, I don't know what that is. That's like, forget that.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it clean anyway.
I'm not trying to keep it clean, but just forget that. For a lot of people that have no idea what that is, forget that and move on. So go ahead, continue.
So if you actually do that, like you never try it. It's never something that'll cross your mind. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even if you manage to get to 18 and you're having, let's say, your first sexual experience at 18, whatever age you get to, it's not gonna be part of your game. You understand what I'm saying? If you watch porn or you read about it or you hear about it from somebody else, that's when you go and try something. Okay. Now, if you've never lived anywhere else, like for instance, I'd never lived anywhere else apart from Kumasi in Ghana, right?
Yeah.
At most, it's, travel to Accra to go to my uncle's and just stayed for maybe a day or two. At most.
Okay.
You end up on a foreign land, and all of a sudden, you have to integrate.
Yep.
And most parents can't understand that, and they don't know the pressure that it comes with for a child.
Yeah, well, hey, stop. Wait. They don't even have time to understand themselves. Why would a child have time to understand?
No, and that's what I'm saying, because you're asking me what would I advise them to, because the point I'm trying...
So you advise them to take time out?
No. I'm just saying that, of course, that's what, because if you're going to bring... I'm assuming you care about your child.
Yeah, that's
so
why you brought your child
that's what I'm saying.
To have a better life.
Again, that's what I'm trying to... If I'm going to advise you...
Why would you assume that? That's definitely true.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm trying... That's why I said if I'm advising you. Yeah. Because the point I'm trying to make is, a law... kids abroad, right?
Yeah.
Are more exposed than kids back home. We are very naive.
Oh, that's what we think, though.
No. I was very...
It's 2018. That's not the truth.
No. Trust me. We are still very naive. I'll give you an example here.
Yeah, naive maybe, but not more exposed.
No. Even exposed... Look, I know people today, right?
That's what we think.
Hold on. No.
That's not true.
Who are 21 and have no idea about what work life is.
Where?
In Africa, today.
That's because the reality for them is there is no work life.
And that's the point I'm trying to make. So that means, you're not exposed. No. You're not exposed to the workplace, right?
Because the environment is different.
And that's all I'm saying.
It's not
No. But that's what I'm saying.
You're saying it in a different way.
No.
If that's what you're saying it in a different way.
No, all I'm
because
saying...
Because what you're saying is if you're more exposed, they're actually more exposed than we are.
No. The point I'm trying to...
I'll give you... the reason why I'm saying that is... Like... I don't want to say economically speaking, but I have to do this. I have to. Everything seems to be... They treat Africa as a dumping ground.
Yeah.
And also a test bed for almost anything. Mm-hmm. Because the rules and regulations are somewhat flexible. Extremely flexible. So when you come to the side of the world that we're in, which is Europe and America and South America, or those places where the structure is somewhat not that flexible, it means that they get all this stuff first in Africa than we get. Because it takes a long time for it to get here in terms of, for example, if you're talking about, I don't know, technology, you have to pay duty tax, you have to do this, you have to do that. There's so many things you have to do before they can allow you to actually give it to the individuals in the country.
Yeah.
In Africa, it's just like, you know.
Yeah, but they don't have it. Look, let me put it this way.
Yeah,
Even hold on. Today, even today, right? Today,
Yeah.
2018, a kid that's 16-year-old who will be in senior secondary school is not allowed to have a mobile phone.
Okay, that's different.
No, I'm just saying. So therefore, no. But
I get what
so
you're saying.
let's say you are 13 in Africa, right? And they bring you here. You've never owned your own mobile phone, for instance.
Oh,
right?
You're gonna get thrown off.
You probably don't even have internet at home because most homes don't have internet.
Yeah.
You've never, let me put it this way, you've never had the freedom. Well, here, having an internet in the household seems like it's like just water.
Yeah.
I think you struggle to go to any home in London or maybe somewhere in the US where you're gonna find that there's no internet in the house.
So, it would be, but
no, I'm just saying it'll be, it'll be a shock.
Yeah. Not a shock, but yeah.
All of a sudden, you're 13 or 14.
Yeah.
With those hormones up there, right? People are gonna go to work and leave you at home, and you got something called the internet, and now all of a sudden you guys,
you're exploring.
Oh, you would explore. Oh my God, you would explore.
And there's no parental guidance. There's no lock anywhere.
Your mother probably don't even know how a computer works anyway.
Everything is open. You would explore.
No, but because think about how many African parents actually know even how these computers work anyway.
No, a lot. And especially when you have Thomas for a friend. And Thomas now is putting you on some stuff.
No, he would do that because you know the funny thing, right? If you happen to have, if their parents are more exposed, right? Yeah. Let's say Thomas' parents actually maybe come from the Caribbean or they live there and then grow up here or whatever it is.
No, Thomas is white.
Oh, then you are worse. Because if Thomas is white, right? Let's say his parents are put parents up and he comes to the house one day and he opens it. You go with mine. Always Thomas is coming out doing sleepovers.
Maybe not Thomas. You heard some words at school. Mm-hmm. It happens to end with ASS. So, for example, somebody call you an asshole. You know, like, you're an African guy. You're an African boy. Asshole is not something you usually just hear that to around.
But at least even that's a...
No, wait.
You had pum pum. No, because let's use things that you cannot even,
No, I'm building something. Asshole is because you can pum pum, you still try to figure out how to spell it. Is that slang? Asshole is very easy. You speak English. You're right. So, asshole. So, like you said, mom, dad, not home, no parental guidance, www.google.com. What is asshole? Oh, you will explore.
This is wrong on so many levels.
And then if you not even want to do it as a kid, Google give you this thing, the main search, which is news, image, this, that.
Video.
You click on image. Oh.
And then you go explore on video, eh?
And then you definitely know about porn. That's the day you find out what porn is. So you, as a child, you might first of all look at it, I feel like, Jesus! The very first time, you are going, Jesus! What is this? And then you go to school and go, Thomas, I searched for the meaning of asshole on the internet. And I clicked on the video. Thomas, what are we? What's this? And then that's the day where you actually have sex education. And they start telling you about protection, where babies come from. And the day before, you already typed in asshole. That day you finish sex education, you can't wait to get home.
Of course.
Because when you get home, the things you type,
you're gonna explore. Exploration.
Parents, please put parental lock.
Well, that's I said, they don't even know where to even find that anyway. Before you go by padlock anyway. Come lock the thing and be like, okay, when you want to use it, come get this key.
No, get a professional. Okay, like, I don't know. Everyone is IT savvy nowadays.
Nah, bro. A lot of African need older generation, especially those in their 40s and stuff like that. Most of them have no idea anyway. Like some of them, they don't even know how to unlock their own phones
but
anyway.
not the old ones. I'm talking about like maybe I don't know. You
Yeah,
might
but those are
have,
the ones that are bringing their children.
A guy called Deji that's new and just like you, or you might have PY. That's Ghanaian just like you, just right next door. PY, I know you know about this computer stuff. You know this boy that just coming up. I don't want him to just. Can you just put the lock, please? Eh? That's what you would do because you don't know about it. But you can call Deji or you can call PY. You can call somebody and say, please, you
Do something.
Please. Eh? I don't want it to be going and be seeing stuff that they will start asking something I can't even explain.
No, but you see, and even this is just in the home, right? But when we come, and especially with the way African parents work a lot in this country, where you can easily fly under the radar, right?
I know because they don't like. All they care about is have you done your homework?
But that's what I'm saying.
It's cool.
Yeah, and you know the funny thing, when we come back from home, because we're used to just doing our homework on time and those kind of stuff, those will never be a problem.
Yeah, I know.
It's the ones that actually raise it that have issues with homework. But like we are used to that. Like, we are used to that. Like you couldn't turn up in school and without.
When you're in Ghana or Nigeria, you're doing 6 different homework. You come to this part of the world, London, UK, they say you should do only 2 homework. Yeah, never.
Before you get home, you've knocked it out anyway.
And here's even the crazy part. When you're dealing with further math when you're in Ghana and Nigeria. You come here and I tell you to do factorization. Yeah, never.
That's what I'm saying.
Something that they will say normally for a normal student in UK or in America, it will take them 6 hours. 30 minutes, you have knocked it out. So you have 5.5 hours to explore.
Of course. And nowadays they do homework online.
Life
on the
is
computer.
Sweet. Life is sweet.
And when you come, your parents always want to impress you. They won't buy your desktop. Get your laptop.
Buy a personal PC.
Yeah. So what do you do?
Computer.
You go sit in your room. What are you doing?
They
keep shouting.
That's what I was about to say. When in Africa, you are sharing a room with somebody.
You're talking about sharing room. The point is, everything you do, you come there, you sit in the veranda.
So they can see you.
Everybody's...
Yeah, because again, they try to impress you. We just moved in from Ghana.
You go your own room.
Give me a room. And then they now go and buy personal. The day you type in what is hassle, that's the day you start. The exploration is started.
Oh, he does not go out. He likes to stay in his room.
And then mom and dad will be like, he's studying well. They don't know what you're doing.
Oh yeah, you are studying well. You are studying a lot.
Oh my God. Oh, we've been kids once. I think when we are talking, I didn't even know. I did not search for answer. I am just saying. This is.
Look, all I'm saying is this, yeah. And apart from even at least if you're doing that at home, you're at home.
Yeah.
But you can easily end up in the wrong crowd. And especially like if you come to places like New York, London, New Jersey, all these places that are not villagey. It's more city. There's really, you could fall into the wrong. And as I said, we are very naive and we are very trustworthy. Like, because when we make friends in Africa, we are friends.
I know, but it's not like that here.
No.
Because friends here do lead you in trouble.
Yeah, it's a whole different...
Oh. When you were in Africa, as a young boy growing up, have you ever heard of something like snitching?
You don't even know what that is.
You cross over the border, that's when you told the teacher what we did. You're a snitch. What's that? like you in school, the teacher, as you know why you are in Africa, right? So someone get in trouble, teacher come with a cane.
Of course, you snitching.
No, you don't call that snitch. You are a reporter. Yeah. They tell everyone what happened. Everyone keep quiet. They get to you. That just being your normal self.
Well, it wasn't me. It was this and that.
And then the teacher go away and go, why did you snitch? You go, what's that? Why did you tell her you're a snitch? We don't want to hang out with you anymore. Hey, what did I do? Hey, please, tell me to say Barbershop. Come. I can tell you, welcome to Barbershop. Hey, no, but seriously, when was it cool to be an African? After Two-Face. When was he? Because for me, P Square, they did it. And do you know what sealed it for me? Or what sealed it for most African?
What?
The bench.
But that's just, that's just late then.
No, but
That's like 2007 or something like that. That's late.
yeah, but 2000 and
No, for me, 2010. South Africa, 2010.
no,
FIFA World Cup.
the bench came out with suddenly. Them girls are watching me.
No, but like I think Oliver Twist is what made me,
No, but Oliver Twist is like
Yeah, because Oliver Twist
2007
or something like that. Yeah.
No, Oliver Twist was 2011.
Yeah, no, because for the first time, you walk into white shops like Selfridges and stuff like that,
Yeah, but
and you hear Afrobeats being played on
that's when it be that's when we transcended. I'm talking about when you feel like as a guy,
No,
you're from Nigeria,
yeah.
you're rapping it.
No, for me, like rapping Ghana to everybody was in 2010.
No, but
The World Cup.
No, okay, 2010, but then Sarkodie that was
No, he wasn't.
after 2010.
Yeah, after 2010
Sarkodie came out.
Yeah,
That
Castro.
was
It was a Castro
Yeah,
thing.
Castro, and then Sarkodie just
Then
just
sealed
it.
No, as a matter of fact, was it Sarkodie that sealed it? No,
And
it
then
was
they had
R2B's.
R2B. No, but Sarkodie first, then R2B.
No. When the Sarkodie's first track dropped, R2B's, was the one that
What's
was
the one
singing.
for R2B? Which track do you remember from R2B that basically sealed it for Ghana? It was Sarkodie. It was Sarkodie. Which one is R2B? R2B did
No. As a matter of fact, we had that Tony Tatula. No, Tony Tatula and
no.
Tic Tac.
That was in Africa. Tony Tatula and Tic Tac was fair. That's what we talking about. That was when the correlation between Ghana and Nigeria started. That's when we became brothers. That was it. Before it was Ghana and Nigeria. But when Tony Tatula and Tic Tac just jumped on that track, that was Afrobeat was not Afrobeat then. You're talking about Tony Tatula, though, you can't. Nah, come on. Those were like people you would call legend. They're not your Davidos and your Sarkodies and your P Square and your the Banj and
Really?
your Two Face. Okay, Two Face was around then though.
Yeah, it was around anyway. By 2010, because Two Face
But
was in
African
college.
came-
Two Face was in
African
college.
came way after. Way after.
Yeah.
After Tony Tatula and
Oh no, yeah, that was a way after. That's what I'm trying to say though.
Fair fella fair. Now the meaning
Oh,
of
but,
hey, fair fella fair. Now the beauty of it. I know we just can't play these songs, because of royalty and everything. They will sue us. They'll take us for everything we don't even have. Yeah, but you became cool. I'm telling you, Sarkodie broke ground for Ghana.
Oh no, of course he has. But
Sarkodie was the one that basically just
No.
Then R2B brought in. This is all recent. I'm telling you, this is although when I say recent, like 2014, 2000. Slow down with Wizkid.
that was 2004.
Slow down, 2004.
No, slow down was not that. I'm talking African Queen.
Oh, of course, that's what I'm saying. Bethel Effect came way before.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, check. Bethel Effect was like 2001, 2000. Even 1990. You can go to 1990. That's where Bethel Effect was out. African Queen is 2004.
Yep.
Nah. So we've been saying we are cool from 2004 as Africans. We should be proud of ourselves. we should be proud of ourselves. We've done well. But today's world, though, Africa Afrobeat is made us.
Oh no, not now. And then it's now Afrobeat is I mean look the kids, the Africans that are actually born here. Think about that.
Indians are bumping that video Assurance.
My God.
Assurance.
Forget me that.
They are bumping
The
these
African
songs,
kids that when I came to this country, right, when you ask them where you from, they will tell you my parents are from here, but I'm British. They are doing Afrobeat. They're actually rapping on
I
Afrobeat.
know.
They're actually singing Afrobeat. They're actually trying to establish themselves as Afrobeat artists.
Everybody was trying to get out of Africa before and stay out of Africa. Now kids are going back to Africa and doing Afrobeat in Africa.
Trying to get it accepted.
You know what I mean? They're trying to get accepted as Africans.
I know. They're trying to claim their heritage.
Is there a good thing or a bad thing?
No, that's a good thing anyway. At least, the point is, before, they didn't have a reason.
Yeah.
Or they didn't feel like, anything from their countries, either Ghana, Nigeria, Congo, whatever it is, they could claim it. You know what I'm saying?
Our countries is still as bad as it was before.
No, it doesn't matter. But the point is, at least now, they got something to claim. They got something that they feel that they can be proud of. They got something that they feel that they can call their own. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a good thing.
Well, I think robberies definitely come down.
What do you mean robbery?
People,
I seen pull a knife and then go rob somebody.
In Africa, they used to do Operation Rob, people used to, because before in Africa, all of these singers, rappers, whatever, the economy, because it still hasn't changed. But now all of a sudden it's cool to do Afrobeat, like what we were just saying. Even though it's a joke, it's cool to go back now as an African to living in abroad and go, I want to
be part of the whole situation.
Yeah. So even for kids and people coming up in Africa themselves, instead of saying, I'm hungry, I want to go take someone's stuff, they go, you know what, where's his next studio?
I
want to sing.
Okay, in Ghana,
well, you don't believe
in Ghana, the robbery is going up. I know it's not going
up.
Yeah, it's going up. It's not going down.
But in Nigeria, I think, this is my opinion, there's no facts backing this up. I think it would have gone down.
Well, but it's true that a lot of people are more...
Seems a lot more cooler now to do...
A lot of people are now like doing music. Yeah. As a matter of fact, now you can tell somebody I'm a musician.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have a hit.
You know what's funny? You could use that to get a girl to give you sex.
Of course. Because you're like, I haven't hit yet, but I'm a hit.
But,
I'm a hit.
I'll
go to the studio. I haven't, then you play them a couple of songs. And the thing is, because they get to do small shows, so you might be a local champion. Like the small pool party, you go perform there. Of course, you're a local champion. Like this guy, Patapaa, right? He was performing local shows. Meanwhile, he wasn't making much money. That guy was still selling, small gin and those kind of things from his mom's, beer parlor. Until one of his songs had a hit. Dance where the dance was trending so bad that this guy moved from where he used to live with his parents, then moved to the capital.
Exactly.
This guy had his first tour, abroad.
Look,
and now he's got a song with Mr. Easy, the song that you like anyway. I can't have it.
Welcome.
He's on it.
It's so fitting. We can say welcome
to the party.
Welcome to the party.
But this guy been doing music for over 5 years.
Now, what you already should have claimed. Welcome. You're an African. Now we know you're an African. Because before we knew it, but you were denying what you were being Peter. When Jesus told that when Jesus told Peter, you denied me 3 times. So I said never. You did that. You were being Peter.
Look, I walk around with an African, African print and stuff. I know it.
Doesn't matter.
It matters because that's the ultimate way of showing.
Yeah, right now that's what you're doing. Before you would say, you wear it. But you just won't claim it. Yeah,
but you can't wear it and not claim it anyway. But it's true anyway. Like we've come a long way. All right.
We have, and now we have Davido, we have Wizkid, we have Techno, we have Kiddy, we have
Mr. Easy,
Mr. Easy though.
You got Tiwa Savage.
Now people
Shatta. Shatta don't do proper Afrobeat, but hey, people still put him in the Sack,
But we know it's not. But
Sack is there.
We have. Before we used to be able to count Afrobeat artists with one finger, just 5 people. Now the possibility and the list is endless.
The thing is, before at most, if you are lucky, everybody to get one hit song.
Oh, now it's now you go on YouTube.
Because I remember when the code dropped.
One day cool.
It's one day cool. Out to be.
Yeah, but then I think there's one day.
Baby,
we have to play all these songs one day.
Bumper.
Oh, wow. And you know, in Nigeria, one Nicole made singing really good, really cool. Because one Nicole, with what I understand is and what I know, came from the places where you would say, wow. It's like saying, like, I don't know, you from Peckham in London. Like, you want to come from one of the craziest places ever, and you're that good. And you almost used to, not that you were sleeping on the streets, but you almost didn't have a roof over your head. And then in over a night, you went to live in a mansion. So it made everybody wanted to be Nicole.
Yeah, of course. Allow me to be
Oh my God! You
understand.
Oh, you make I'm like I'm a fan.
Hey, all I want to hear is say,
I'm a fan.
me and you.
I'm a fan. Oh, forget the copyright. Next time we definitely say forget copyright. Don't sue us. We'll put a disclaimer. We have to play all the songs.
They don't care. Those
We have to play all
take
the
it off.
songs.
Because
Wale Nicole, he revolutionized the industry. It did. Okay, so sidetrack it. We need to spend more time and probably even have a segment just for Afrobeat, because I don't think we discuss all this stuff at all.
No, because we don't. The thing is,
Because
I think
we were mentioning Two-Face, and then look, we've gone.
But I've never even talked about am I anyway?
No, we have so much to discuss.
And talk about Ice Prince.
We have so much to discuss. I feel like a baby inside. We have so much to discuss.
I mean, talk about Brimo.
Oh boy.
I mean, talking about VIP.
And what about the guy that was living in the UK, London, in Brixton, that got deported to Nigeria, and now he's
Burner Man.
We need a segment. We need Wale in Afrobeat. Or Afrobeat meet Wale. Or Wale meet Afrobeat. Either one. We need a segment because we have to discuss these guys. Yeah. These guys needs to be discussed, and the actual industry needs to be discussed. Are these people making money? Or the Nigerian ones? It's been rumored that Davido now have a private jet.
But the thing is, but then again, Davido is from a rich family already anyway, so.
Yeah, but if he's buying himself traffic.
I understand that.
This year, Wizkid
sold
out
O2. No, I thought he did O2.
Is it O2? No, O2, 20,000.
Yeah. I think Wizkid did O2.
It broke record.
Let me tell you
something that was.
Let me tell you that one of my boys.
Unheard of.
One of my boys, right? And you remember Inyanya?
Yeah.
Nelson.
Do I remember Inyanya? Kukere. That song? We definitely have to have a segment. That song, what that song is done for the industry. Just that song. Just that Kukere song. I get the money, yo. Oh, yeah, make it. No. These guys, they do it right.
This guy came to the US, right, to perform. And now my boy saying, like, he went there with his girl, right?
Evan Nelson.
No. The guy, the person I know went to the event. Went to the event with his girlfriend. And they've gone to the bar, right? He and his boy has gone to the bar to get a girl some drinks, right? And Inyanya was on because apparently it was in an intimate place, it wasn't like one of the big, stadiums or something like that. My man take off his shirt, showed the sex pack. All the girls rush to the stage, and he sees his girl rushing to the stage. He's like, what the?
And it worked out.
Well, he didn't work out anyway. He just thought, because of that, he started to, go to the gym.
It didn't work out, but he went to the gym. I just clocked on. Inyanya can't take my girl. It's a lie. That was no magic. If you can have it, I can have it.
Yeah. That's how I became a gym junkie.
Inyanya, positive movement. Okay. Positive movement. PM. Okay, please wait. Positive movement only. PMO. We should copyright that.
Lord. No, it is what it is, And the thing is, if you think about it, right, we've had some great, As a matter of fact, if you look at the old songs, we probably would do old versus new.
No, what we need to do now, but
we should do old versus new.
We're gonna have a segment. We have to have a segment. No, we're going to. It's a must. We have to do it. Wale meets Afrobeat, or Afrobeat with Wale or Wale and Afrobeat. We'll come up with something because we don't discuss this enough. Like, look at where we started from and look at where we've ended. Afrobeat made it look cool to be African again.
Abroad, when you live abroad, because those people that live back home, they've always been. They don't know any better. But they don't know any better. Anyway,
You're right.
So they've always been.
No, but it gave even those people back home maybe not to be African again, but it gave them something to be excited about.
Yeah, but the point is,
because now even Wizkid, they're doing shows in Africa.
Oh, no, but they've always done. But that's what I'm saying. They've always done shows, and because like when I was,
but not of this magnitude. Now you
oh
have
no, but none. Of course. The
the
music is making a lot of money for them, but
not
because
just a lot of money. I'm talking. Yeah, that's the art.
But I'm talking about if you're looking at identity, because if you live abroad, right, our identity is very, very fragile when we live abroad.
Not anymore.
That's what I'm saying. But before it was very, very fragile. It wasn't something that you could easily claim. There wasn't much that you could, because to be honest, we're not the most respected people in the world. We're not the people that are given much. And
for example, Nigeria is known for criminality. And
there's very few things you can claim, and there's very few things you can be proud of.
But now we can definitely be proud.
At least on certain level.
Afrobeats.
On certain level.
Our guys are raking in it.
And because I remember when Fuse dropped,
Antenna.
Azonto, yeah. That's the song Antenna.
Yeah.
And when you turn up,
like Antenna,
when you get somewhere and you're Ghanaian, and people will be asking, "Can you do that?" And people get excited about the fact that you're Ghanaian and those kind of stuff. And at the same way, I remember
that song that's another one. That's another Antenna. It is doing like Antenna.
Yeah, no, that was huge. That was a huge.
Do you know that
even the dance
it became cool to do a dance to that song?
Yeah,
that everyone,
I know,
white people,
it didn't matter.
Asian people,
it didn't matter. Everybody wanted to do Azonto.
YouTube videos.
You could not forget the YouTube video. You could not go to a club without Fuse being dropped in there. It didn't matter what club it was.
Even Wyclef jump on the track.
Of course, he had to. That song was huge.
Guys. If only we can positively move this to other departments in Africa, it would be great. Because we are doing something wonderful here, but it's too young. Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. But we're still doing what we're doing. Like some people are benefiting, but we need to be benefiting by. Everybody needs to benefit, and then we can say, okay, cool, and it needs to create jobs. No, we need that segment. We have to have that segment. But for now, let's just be excited to say thank you to Afrobeat for making it cool to actually say or not say. Let's start with not say. Not say when they ask you where you're from. My parents are from Nigeria, but me, I'm British. You don't hear that statement anymore. Now it's where you from? Nigeria, mate. What do you think? Yeah, in the land where we produce Davido, produce Wizkid, we produce MI, we produce Burna Boy. Burna Boy even got deported back to his country. Now he's entering the country that he was deported in whenever he feels like. He's not even telling them, hold your country. Do you understand? Afrobeat has done that. Thank you very much, Afrobeat. From Wahaala people, from Wahaala Boys, they definitely say thank you. But obviously it's not all rosy. There's still so many things to talk about.
It's true, I know. And there's so many things to do, and then also we have to actually find a better image for ourselves. People living abroad, and some of the image that is the way we are viewed abroad is not great. But at least at the moment we're not hiding away from our identities. We're not hiding away. We're not hiding away from where we come from anymore. Or at least we're finding ways to
let's ride the wave. The wave is on the rise. Let's rise up with it.
But most importantly, do share your first experiences when you moved abroad.
Yeah, when you moved abroad,
share it in the comment section.
Or if you want to move abroad, you are still there, and you want to imagine what your experience is like, you can share with us as well. It's all right. We take all comers.
So let us know what your first impressions of abroad was and how you felt and those kind of stuff. And as usual, don't forget to share it with your friends and let them know what's going on. And you can go back and listen to the earlier episodes as well. If this is your first one you're listening to, You can go listen to the earlier episodes as well. And please do like the page. Subscribe on YouTube if you're listening from YouTube. And then subscribe on whichever platform that you're listening to the podcast from.
Okay. Now that I said everything it needs to say, which is true, from us here, as usual, Mr. Nobody, we're signing off. Have a great time. It's the Wahaala Boys on Wahaala.